All right. Marty, so the other day we were talking about nutrition and we're talking about the Pearson Square. So, it's going to be kind of a review, and then I'm going to have some examples for you to complete. So, just so you remember how to do it. All right. So, whatever your total, whatever it needs to be. Sometimes this can be protein. So sometimes it's protein. Protein, excuse me. Sometimes it's dry matter. Sometimes it can be just the weight. You know, for example, maybe you want your feed ration. You know, maybe you're making a batch of, you know, maybe you want to figure, let's just look at it this way. Maybe you want to figure percent of a feed mixture that you want to feed, and you want to feed corn and hay. You put 100% in here, but you want like 75% of that to be, you could go ahead and do it that way, but we're going to stick with protein, dry matter, weight. It could be carbohydrates. Could be carbohydrates. It's whatever you want as your ideal for what you want that feed ration to be, portion to be used for. Most people use protein, you know, so that they know they're, you know, that's where you're building muscle, was with protein. So, so then you're going to use a sheet. You're going to use the guide. Let's say corn is 10. I'm making this up, so don't use, corn is 10 and alfalfa is, say corn is 8, alfalfa is 10. Remember, you do the math, minus, so this becomes 2, minus, this becomes 4, so it's 2 parts. Corn, 4 parts. Okay, so eventually we're going to add a step to this. So this is a total of 8. No, it's not. It's a total of 6 parts. Okay, so remember, parts can be whatever. So maybe you're using a loader tractor. So maybe it's 2 loader buckets, 4 loader buckets, depending on how much you have to make. Maybe you're having your feed mix. So you're using tubs. So maybe it's two tubs to 4 tubs of hay. So, or look at it this way. It could be, depends on how big you're making it. Maybe it's 4 bales, and then whatever is equivalent to 4 bales of corn. So that's how you go ahead and figure that part. And it's fairly simple, but eventually we're going to add to this part, but I want to make sure that you understand this part. So I'm going to create some examples. I'm going to have an easier looking guide for you. That PowerPoint is there for you to help you answer or go through it. So I'm going to make some up. You're going to just draw them out on a sheet of paper like this. And then this is, so in the end, let me grab an eraser here. So in the end, when I get your sheet of paper today, 4 parts, you're going to show me this. I don't know how many examples I'll create for you, but I just want to make sure. You might think, well, this is ridiculous, Mr. Fritz. You gave me this many examples, but I want to make sure you understand this part, because then we're going to go to the next part. Just as easy, but why not learn it in stages? A lot easier. So this is what I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you a different chart. I have a different chart that, you know, I know in that PowerPoint, it has the chart where you can look up what the number to use here. It's stinky. I'm going to get you a bigger one. I'll just attach it. So other than that, we'll see ya.